Denny, you're dismissed.
Yes, I mean Martinsville run good. It's a momentum builder. Run like track. It's a momentum killer. The sport has always been so.
I'm in a good mood now.
I guess I'm probably a little more in the mindset when I come here. Just win and everything will work out. Thank you guys. Good job.
Thank you.
I'll see you in a few laps.
You sure will. You sure will.
Okay, we are now joined by the pole sitter for tomorrow's NASCAR Cup Series race, Christopher Bell, driver of the number 20 Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota. We'll go ahead and open up to questions. If you have a question, raise your hand and we'll get you a wireless mic. We'll start right up here with Reed.
Reed Spencer with the NASCAR Wire. Why were you pessimistic about your pole chances after practice?
Just from the qualifying order, I felt like I didn't go out late enough to have a shot at it. So, yeah, I whenever I saw, they told me that the 54 is quick time, and he ran like an 81 maybe. And then whenever I saw a 71 pop up on my dash, I'm like, that's a pretty good lap. But I definitely expected the track to just continue to improve. And I thought that I was just catching it on the front side of starting to improve. And, yeah, I definitely, I don't want to say I was optimistic, but whenever I saw the 9 go out and I was able to beat the 9, I'm like, man, we're going to qualify better than I expected. As soon as I ran that lap, I knew I was top of the board, but I was really expecting to be, outside the top 10, maybe 8th to 12th range.
We'll go over to Kelly.
Kelly, CrandallRacer.com. Christopher, 3 wins in the first 4 races. Then the wheel literally comes off, or almost comes off, in Vegas. You spin last weekend, but now you're back on the pole. How do you explain the start to this season for this team?
I think it just goes to show that whenever we do it right, we're certainly as capable as anyone. And I think that, there's probably, upwards of 5 teams that can say the same thing. You look at Ryan Blaney, he's been incredible really every race this year. He's been incredible and really has nothing to show for it. So at some point, they're going to start getting a little bit of luck fall their way, and they're going to be winning races too. So, I was really mad at myself last week at Homestead because it was an off race for us, but we've reached the point in our team maturity that if we just do everything right and race and execute at the level that we're capable of, we are certainly capable of turning a bad day into a top 15, top 10 finish. And I didn't do that. I spun out and took ourselves out of it early on in the race, which is a bummer. But I think it's just proving that if we do what we're supposed to do, we're going to be up front.
We'll go to Bob and then over in the back.
Bob Parkhurst, Fox Sports. Did the tires react similar to the way they reacted in the fall?
Mine did, yeah. So I would say it'll look similar. And yes, I'm still hoping for rain.
Go ahead, over in the back.
Scotty Sprinkle, Raceface Digital. Firstly, has how the playoff race last year ended for you, has that weighed in your mind at all coming back? And secondly, going out so early and staying on pole, does that make you feel even better about tomorrow when you were a little bit pessimistic?
I'll never forget last year's race for sure. And definitely going out early, I don't know. I think our race potential has definitely gotten better since we qualified up front. After practice, I was really struggling with the handling of my car, so I didn't feel like I didn't know how the day was going to go. But after qualifying first, I think it really helps our chances for tomorrow. I've always said that if you have a great car and you are great on any given day, it doesn't matter where you qualify. But it's the days where you're not great and you're just kind of another guy out there. It does really matter where you qualify. So, having the track position starting up front, it will certainly help our race at the beginning.
Go to Claire.
Claire B. Lang. Question is about, there's only, I think, a 24% chance of rain on Sunday. So let's say you don't.
That's a bummer.
Yeah, well, there could be another weather rain site that has more rain, and I looked that up to give you a better chance to think about. But let's say you don't get rain, right? How much of an advantage is starting from the first position at this particular track?
Well, I've never done it, so I can't give you a great answer on that. But I will say it's a war whenever you get into those teens and 20s. And, it's Martinsville is a place where the runs are extremely long and maybe not by the clock because the lap times go by so quick, or the laps go by quick. But you look at, this is the short race, and we still have 80 laps before they pay stage points, and you're not going to pit in that time frame. So at like Homestead or Vegas, it's an 80-lap stage, but you're pitting, so you're only running 40 laps on tires, where here that first stage will be 80 laps that we have to go on tires. So it's an extremely long run, and what that does is it really rewards the ability to save your tires and not push your car as hard at the, really the whole run, but especially at the beginning of the run, if you qualify in the teens and the 20s, which I've done a lot in my Martinsville career, you're just in a dogfight for every position because you run the threat of going a lap down at the end of a run, and everybody's just scratching and clawing and trying to outbrake everybody, and you penalize the tires at the beginning of the run. So I think that those first 10 qualifiers are just kind of content and know that they're going to go 80 laps on tires, and they're like, okay, we're going to sort it out, get in line, and I think it pays dividends at the end of those runs.
We'll come up from to Jordan and then Lee.
Jordan Bianchi, The Athletic. What is the art of driving in the rain on an oval?
Yeah, it's you're just sliding around, and I think it's the guys who can control the slide the best and maximize the grip level of the tires and find the grip in the racetrack those are the successful guys. And we haven't done it a lot, but the few times that we've done it, I've loved it, and it's been a ton of fun to do.
Two questions then. Is one, does your background on dirt help that when you say slide? Does that kind of give you a little bit of an advantage there?
I think that my dirt background it has helped give me the skill set of looking around for grip and improvising, and specifically on the damp conditions, which is what we run in the NASCAR Cup Series. Like, the track is ever changing because as it dries out, the line's changing, and you have to find different stuff, and just being able to look around and find those different lines is what dirt track racing is, a skill set that it gives you. So yeah, I think just moving around and finding the different lines and being unorthodox about it, and we saw that at wherever it was, Loudon, whenever it rained.
What is it like trying to control a slide in a stock car on an oval and wet?
Well, it becomes a lot easier with these next-gen cars. So I don't know that I've run the old-style cars and the old tires and wheels, but the next-gen stuff, like the cars have become, the grip level has become so peaky on the ovals, and you can't really drift these cars like you could the previous generation cars. So whenever it starts raining, that peaky grip level goes away, and you're able to just get over that grip level and slide the car and not spin out. So I don't know. I guess it's just the rain tire and the overall grip level being down, but it's a lot of fun, and it's refreshing to be able to slide the car around and not spin out and crash.
Lee Spencer, Sirius XM NASCAR Radio and catchfence.com. Do you have any additional confidence, having been the guy that won the last race in the rain?
Well, I mean, I would if I didn't just hear that there's only a 20% chance. So, but yeah, I mean, rain. Every time it's rained, we've been super competitive and driven right to the front. So I do certainly have a lot of confidence whenever it comes to the wet weather procedures.
And back to the dirt question, Kyle Busch has really embraced dirt lately.
And it's awesome to see that, by the way.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's kind of part of the point. But on the other side of that, you know, he's going to be 40 years old in May. And for somebody at 40 to say, hey, I want to learn how to race on dirt, what does it say about him, you know, as a racer, as a champion?
Yeah, I mean, I respect the hell out of him for doing it. And I love it. Like I'm gonna dog on him a little bit, but I'll never forget whenever I went to KBM back in 2014, 2015, and we were talking about dirt racing, and he was like, just kind of scoffing at me, like, "Oh, come on, dirt racing's nothing. It's nothing." And now it makes my heart happy to see how invested he is in it, and I think it does provide a great skill set to be a world-class race car driver, and clearly he feels the same way and has got Brexton really invested in it. So, yeah, it's been a ton of fun watching Brexton grow through his young life, and I think he has, you know, sky's the limit to be a world-class race car driver.
We'll go to Barry and then wrap with Davey.
Yes, with over here. As far as the goals that you had set for 2025, I'm sure you have probably reached some of those milestones now. How have those goals changed or evolved with the 3 wins, you know, pole within the first few races of this year?
Yeah, I mean, certainly winning the pole here at Martinsville has, I would say that has far exceeded our goals for qualifying at this place. It's been a very, very tough history of me qualifying at Martinsville. We have not even really, I don't think we've ever cracked the top 5 here. So, I've wanted to win a pole at a road course for a long time. Haven't done that, but I've been really close. But Martinsville, I wouldn't have even said winning a pole at Martinsville is a goal because we just haven't even sniffed it. So, it's very refreshing to get one. And I don't know. I'm excited to see how the race unfolds because, like I said, I've never had the opportunity to start up front here. I think it could and likely will be a different feel for me having track position at the start.
Take our final question from Davey.
Davey Siegel with Sirius XM NASCAR Radio. Best start of 7th, by the way, twice here. You clearly are kind of like dumbfounded at the fact that you put it on the pole. Hopefully you'll have a good run tomorrow. What has been the issue? What have you been fighting in your Cup career and Gen 7 starts here at Martinsville?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We've came here, I'm sure, with many, many different setups. And, I'll never forget that 2022 season, which was the first next-gen season. The Martinsville one was a struggle for majority of JGR. I was actually one of the best JGR cars, but the rest of the team really struggled. Then we came back, and there was a test in the middle of summer. And we kind of brought the same package because we had a decent race, and the teammates, or Denny was here, and he was on a different setup, and he was super, super fast, and I was really slow at that test. And then coming back in the fall, we put in his setup, and it was amazing, and I was really competitive and performed well, won the race. So we were like, okay, box checked. And then from that moment on, the box became unchecked, and it's been a really, really big struggle for us to have good performances here. And it just, I wish that I could tell you that it's been one thing, but I've struggled with everything. Like, I've been really loose here. I've been really tight here. I can't get in the corner. Can't get off the corner. And it's been, a struggle for us. And it seems like whenever we've done everything right, we're just barely squeaking out top 10s. So, I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't have said that I felt great after practice, but I feel a lot better after winning the pole.
All right. Thank you, Christopher, and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you, guys.